The success of your company will depend on the type of people that you recruit and that you hire. If you don't get the best people in, you're never going to be able to charge higher prices. You're never going to be able to deliver the best possible product or service to your clients. So you should always be looking to try and find and to incentivize people to join your company as well as to stay. And so that's why every company needs to have some kind of recruitment funnel in place. You've heard of sales funnels and marketing funnels. These are designed to generate leads, generate sales, position your company as an authority, get the traffic, etc., etc. It's designed to get you revenue, but a recruitment funnel is a little bit of a different take on this. Because with a recruitment funnel, you're going to be able to find and attract the best people that will take your business forward. If you don't, as business owners, as entrepreneurs, you probably already know that hiring the wrong people can be detrimental to your company. You want to be able to get the best ones, and you also want to be able to keep them, because that's also difficult, especially as your company grows, as you start operating in higher level markets or more profitable areas. Your competitors with more money can just poach your staff. So you want to be able to make sure that you can keep people within your company so that doesn't necessarily happen. Obviously, there's no guarantee, but you can incentivize your staff in some way. Make things fun, make sure you're paying them right, give them ways to level up, make more money, a lot of those kind of things, which, the best way to figure that out is to reflect on your time as an employee and look at the things that you wanted back then and like what you would want if you were just to shut down your business today and go and work for someone tomorrow. What are like the incentives that would allow you to work for them and to keep you working for that company? So just kind of reflect on yourself and what you're looking for. But when it comes to a recruitment funnel, a lot of companies need to set something like this up, not just because of the reasons that I mentioned, but also because the way the world is going, a lot of people are going to be losing their jobs to AI and tech and things like that. There's always new people being added into the workforce, and all these people are being trained on the same kind of skills and ideas and industry professions and things like that. So you have to try and find ways to identify the ones that are linchpins, that are ones with the leadership capabilities that can drive your business into the next stage of whatever you want it to be, right? To the next level. So how do you actually set this up? Well, a lot of companies, they'll just post job applications, on these job websites and allow people to apply, and then they'll just go through the usual process, your interviews. First you qualify them, and then you have your interviews, maybe the second stage, third stage. If you're in tech, software development, sometimes you give them tests. The same can also apply in creative industries. That's what we do at Video CEOs. We get people to, create certain videos for us so that we can kind of see their skills. What we look for is like a foundation in their mindset, if they're a good culture fit, and a foundation of the main skills, because then we can actually train them. And that's part of what this video is about. You want to build a recruitment funnel, a recruitment ecosystem that will turn your business into the authority in the space that you operate in. So I'll give you an example just based on what we're doing, and hopefully you can apply it to your industry. I could probably say the same for like cybersecurity and tech, but other industries I'm a little less knowledgeable about just because I haven't worked in them. However, I'll just go through my example and you can apply it to yourself. So when it comes to video CEOs, I'm always looking for new video editors, people with skills ideally in AI generation, but just if they're a really good editor without the AI stuff, we can teach them. I don't want some newbie to come in. I don't want to train someone, from level 0, because it's just too much time investment and too much effort. We're looking for people that could already create a good video, and we're just going to take them to the next level. So the way that we do that is we create advertisements that can be run on Facebook, on YouTube, LinkedIn, whatever it is. Those advertisements will then take people to a community which we have built, which trains people on those AI skills and those foundational skills as well. Right now it's for free. Maybe later we'll charge for it, but at the moment it's for free, which means that we can send a lot of people into this group. At the time of this video, there's 600 people in there, 650 people. Most of them are video editors, and most of them are learning the skills that we're actually looking for at Video CEOs. So this means that when I do eventually need to hire more video editors, let's say we suddenly take on 10 new clients, I might have to hire a couple of video editors to be able to handle that sudden influx of new clients. It means that I can make a post in this community and I can immediately get people on the phone, immediately go through interviews with people that are ideally already trained in our processes because they've gone through our training. And because we're training so many of these video editors, even the ones that don't work with us, they're getting to know our company, they're getting an understanding of these AI tools and things like that. So when they go and work for another company, their knowledge of my company is now going into someone else's company. Let's say they go and work for a finance company, and they can bring the training that we've applied to them into that company. And when someone finds out or asks them how they've learned how to do all this stuff, they can then refer us that way. So it's kind of like a subtle way of selling, but we're also training the workforce. And by doing this, it makes us look like an authority because people are viewing our company as ideally in the future, the premier company for this type of video content. And so when someone, a business owner or a company, C-suite, whatever, enterprise, when they eventually decide that they want this type of video content or something that we offer, then they know to come to us. We've already positioned ourselves as the leaders in training video editors to do that. And so if they really wanted to get like the best of the best, they just come to the main company, the one that is training everyone. Hopefully that kind of makes sense. It's a bit of a mouthful. I didn't really structure this correctly, but hopefully that kind of gives you a good idea, right? Let me give you another example with a cybersecurity company because it's probably a little bit easier for me to demonstrate. If you're a cybersecurity company, you are ideally trying to demonstrate that you are an authority in your space. You know all about the latest hacks, the latest CVEs, you know, the latest viruses, malware, all that kind of stuff. You're positioning yourself as an authority. If you're on LinkedIn, you should be posting about this content so people can stay up to date with what's happening out there in the world. If there's a major data breach, you should be giving your thoughts, your opinions, you should be doing your analysis, you should be doing collaborations with other industry experts or other people in those industries, maybe with CISOs and things like that, so that you can create podcasts, YouTube videos, you can create webinars, you can collaborate on LinkedIn, post each other, etc. Positioning yourself as an authority. But not only that, you should also be looking to try and teach people the cybersecurity skills that they need that you would be looking for in your company if you were to hire. Because if you're seen as teaching people cybersecurity and training the next workforce or the next generation of people that are going into that industry, then you're already positioning yourself as an authority just through offering value in the market. This also means that, let's say you train 1,000 cybersecurity people or 1,000 people in cybersecurity skills. You're not going to be able to hire all 1,000 of those, but they're going to go and work in different companies, okay? And they're going into those companies with the skills that you've taught them. If there's any major issue or a challenge or an obstacle or a hurdle, they're going to refer your company just naturally because they've already experienced you. You've trained them up. Plus, if the company that they go and work for finds out or asks them who trained them, whether they get their skills, they're going to refer you and your company, okay? They're going to start liking your content, engaging with stuff, and it just naturally flows over a period of time. This is the flywheel that I talk about a lot of the time in my videos, okay? It's a circle that just goes around and around. The more value you add into the market, and I know value, when people say to add value, it's just like a off the cuff type of word. But honestly, the more value that you add, the more training you give, the more teaching, the more education, plus a little bit of entertainment, the more you do that and the more often it happens. You're actually positioning yourself as an authority, far more so than one of your competitors who doesn't have the infrastructure of training these people. If I'm a cybersecurity expert, right, the best way for me to demonstrate that I'm an expert, of course, to work for companies and have case studies and things like that, but is also to say that I've trained 1,000 other people in cybersecurity and they've gone and got all these amazing jobs and we hire the best of the best from that crop of people that we train. That is the way to become an industry authority in the B2B space. And so this is why companies need to have a recruitment funnel of some type. It probably won't work for every industry vertical, but for service-based business, for sure. If you're a marketing agency, you can have a program where you're teaching people cold email, okay? And you can even sell this training as well. You don't have to give it away for free. Right now, our training is free. I'd recommend you try and give as much away for free, but you can also sell this as well. So now you're creating an entirely new revenue stream in addition to what you typically do. That revenue stream could be a community. So you get recurring revenue and it just grows with more people that come in. The better your training, the better value you give, or the more value you give, the more jobs people get, the higher paid they become. They're gonna just refer your community all the time over a long period of time. So over the next few years, all of a sudden you're just so far up the chain compared to any other competitor or company in your industry that you don't even think of them as competitors anymore. You're just so high above them. You're just levels above them that you're just like creating a world of your own, you know? So this is a recruitment funnel. You run ads, you send them to a community, you train the community, and then you hire from within it. It's pretty straightforward. If we look at it from a 30,000 foot view, actually implementing it is a whole nother story. So if you've got any questions or if you need help with this, let me know in the comments below and I'll see you in the next one.